Petroleum products include transportation fuels, fuel oils for heating and electricity generation, asphalt and road oil, and feedstock for making the chemicals, plastics, and synthetic materials that are nearly everything we use. In 2017, the United States went through approximately 7.3 billion barrels of petroleum. Petroleum is a fossil fuel that was formed from the remains of ancient marine organisms. Millions of years ago, algae and plants lived in shallow seas. After dying and sinking to the seafloor, the organic material mixed with other sediments and was buried. Over millions of years under high pressure and high temperature, the remains of these organisms transformed into what we know today as fossil fuels. Coal, natural gas, and petroleum are all fossil fuels that formed under similar conditions. Today, petroleum is found in vast underground reservoirs where ancient seas were located. Petroleum reservoirs can be found beneath land or the ocean floor. Their crude oil is extracted with giant drilling machines. Crude oil is usually black or dark brown, but can also be yellowish, reddish, tan, or even greenish. Variations in color indicate the distinct chemical compositions of different supplies of crude oil. Petroleum that has few metals or sulfur, for instance, tends to be lighter, sometimes nearly clear. As you can see, in the United States, 37% of energy consumed is attributed to petroleum. Will petroleum become obsolete? Petroleum is the source for virtually all transportation energy. That includes motor fuels like gasoline and diesel fuel, and also jet fuel. Without petroleum, there would be no transportation beyond sailing ships and horse-drawn buggies. In time, there will certainly be other fuels suitable for transportation. Natural gas could be used for trucking, but its energy density is too low for automobiles or aircraft to use. Electricity is making progress as a transportation energy source, but still isn't practical because they are still unaffordable and have a lack of charging stations across the United States. Even if all transportation was accomplished without using petroleum, there would still be many uses for petroleum products that cannot be replaced. These include plastic materials used in nearly every industry and include technology, drugs, and many other chemical products that are based in whole or in part on petroleum. Some of the largest oil refineries include Jamnagar Refinery, Paraguana Refinery, SK Energy Olson Refinery, and Ruwais Refinery. Locations include India, Venezuela, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and more. Utah's petroleum consumption per capita ranks among the lowest 1/3 of the 50 states. Just over 4/5 of petroleum products consumed in the state are used in the transportation sector. To help reduce ground-level ozone during the summer months, Utah requires the use of motor gasoline blended with ethanol in 4 counties in the densely populated northern central part of the state, including Salt Lake City, Ogden, and Provo-Orem metropolitan areas. The rest of the state can use conventional motor gasoline that is not required to be blended with ethanol. Utah does not have any ethanol product facilities, and the ethanol needed for blending with motor gasoline is supplied by rail from the Midwest. The state has 2 biodiesel fuel production plants. Fuel oil and kerosene are used to heat in less than 1 in 100 Utah households, and total petroleum consumption in the state's residential sector is lower than that of all other states except Hawaii.